back, okay? But they tried to stop us from doing that, all right? I just read it, right? It said that what? He forced them to sacrifice swine's flesh on the altar, man, all right? And it said that many Israelites consented to the decree of the king, right? Okay, so there was a lot of Israelites who actually became so-called Greeks, okay? Because Greek was like, the Greek Empire was like the American Empire, all right? It was a melting pot. They had all different nations within that, and that's how they wanted it to be. They wanted everyone to adhere to their ways of living and force them to do that. The same thing these Edomites do today, man. They go around to these different countries and try to set up their so-called democracy, man. Okay? It's the same thing because it's the same people, all right? But that's why these Edomites are going to be taken out violently, man, because of their pride, okay? The Most High is going to take them out of rulership violently, all right? And he's going to leave the rulership onto us, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? And I hope you Edomites don't think we're going to treat you nicely in the kingdom, man, okay? And we're not going to treat really any of you heathen nicely, man. You Ishmaelites, you Cushites, none of you, all right? But Esau is going to get it the worst. The so-called white man is going to get it the worst. Okay? Okay? Brothers might have their own, you know, which heathen they hate the most. Me personally, I hate Moab, man. Alright? I hate the so-called Asians, man, because they're proud, man. Alright? They're arrogant, man. Alright? And they have no reason to be, man. Okay? And they adhere the most to the Esau, man. They're at Esau, behind Esau at his beck and call, man. Whatever Esau says, they agree with, man. That's why their lands are, I believe China's like one of the most polluted places on the earth, man. Because they're adhering to Edomite rulership. So they're second to me. Alright? They're second to Esau, man. Okay? So I ain't gonna treat them gooks nice either, man. I'm gonna treat Esau, all the brothers are gonna treat Esau the worst, but you know, the heathen are gonna be treated badly as well, man, for that 1,000-year period. Okay? Because what did they do, man? First of all, the heathen are the reason why we went to slavery under these Edomites, man. All right? The Hamites gathered us together. The Ishmaelites made the boats. So guess what? We're not going to treat the heathen nice, man. All right? You go to any part of the world, how are you so-called Negroes treated out there, man?
Yeah.
All right?
Honestly,
all right? So why do you, how can you think in your kingdom you're going to treat them nicely, man? That doesn't make sense. All right? Matter of fact, let me get Deuteronomy 28:64. This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. And this is part of the curses, all right, that was put upon our people, all right? Because what? We disobeyed the commandment of the Heavenly Father, man. And what did the Heavenly Father do to his people? He punished them. But that punishment is almost over, man. All right? And when that punishment is over, it's going to be upon the heathen, upon our enemies, man. All right? This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. All right, so we would be scattered amongst these different nations, man. All right, so you have Israelites in every different nation. All right, you have Israelites amongst the Elamites. All right, you have Israelites amongst the Ishmaelites, which are so-called Arabs. All right, amongst these Edomite countries. All right, like Sweden and whatever. There's Israelites mingled among there too. All right, they might look like Edomites, but they're Israelites, man. But you have a lot of Israelites coming from West Africa and, you know, so-called African Americans and stuff going over there as well. Okay? So us as a people, we're scattered amongst all these different nations. All right? Now let's see what it says. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease. All right? So we weren't finding any ease. We're not going to find any ease amongst these different nations, man. Okay? Anywhere you go, any part of the earth, man, all right? You so-called Negroes are looked down upon. Even you so-called Latinos, you're starting to see it now too. All right? They're starting to show you their hatred for you now as well, man. All right? Which they always had that hatred. Why? Because Esau hates you, man. Okay? So these other nations, they follow after the vibration of the Edomites. Okay? So at the end of the day, anywhere the Israelites go, they're hated, they're looked down upon. Okay, why? Because that's part of what I'm reading right now. That's part of the curses. Okay, this is verse 65 again. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. And that's what he gave to our people, man, in all these places that we were scattered. Okay? All right? You go down to India. There's a people called the Untouchables. All right? Which they were part of the slave trade. Okay? Okay, and in that country, they're treated like shit. Okay? It's what I'm reading, man. What I'm reading. What did it just say?